Hello everyone, welcome to CommerceNet Scholars. I hope you all are perfectly fit and fine and you are being regular with the studies. In today's video, the topic that we'll be discussing is all about authority, responsibility and accountability. Today we'll understand the meaning of these three terms and we'll also understand that how these three terms are interlinked or how they are different from each other. So let's start with today's video, but before starting, as you all know, a reminder for you all, watch the video till the end, do give it a like if you really like the video, share it with your friends as much as possible, and most important of all, subscribe the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Let's proceed. Talking about this topic, this is not only important to understand for the UG and PG level students, but also it is important for our NTA NET JRF examinations. There number of times there have been questions from this topic, and this is a point which confuses a lot of students. So I hope after watching today's video, the confusions that you had in your mind will be clear. Let's first understand the meaning of these three terms. Talking about authority is the right to command. Talking about responsibility is the obligation to perform, and talking about accountability is the answerability for the outcome. So whenever in simple terms you understand these three terms, suppose you are working in an organization, whenever your boss is asking you to perform a task and he is giving you certain rights to take decision, that is the authority that your boss is giving. You can command your subordinates, right? You are a boss for some other level. Suppose you are a middle level manager, you have got the right or the authority from the top level management. Now you have this right to command the lower level managers. So that is your authority to command, which you have received from your top level manager. Talking about the responsibility, again, since you have received the authority, whatever is the responsibility for the performance of the task, that obligation needs to be there with you. So ultimately, as soon as you get the authority, you get the responsibility then and there. Authority is something that you can delegate to others, but responsibility is something that you cannot delegate. Your top official has given you authority, but the responsibility for the performance of the task cannot be delegated. It's your responsibility that you get the task performed. How and when, that is dependent upon you. Now talking about accountability, it will be the answerability that you'll have towards your boss, right? Whatever authority your boss had given, you had certain responsibility out of it to get the task performed. Once you have performed the task, now you have the answerability to your boss that this task has been performed in very effective and efficient manner. This was the reason, and or in case it was not performed, what was the reason for it. You are answerable in both the situations because you were the one who had the authority. Talking about delegation, authority can be delegated, responsibility cannot be fully delegated. Some part of your responsibility obviously you can delegate, yes, because my subordinates were not performing better, that is why the results have not been achieved, but you cannot discharge your responsibility completely. You will be held responsible for the non-performance of the task by your subordinates, by the lower level managers if you are working at the middle level. Now talking about accountability, it cannot be delegated at all. You are answerable for for the performance or non-performance of a task. You have to be answerable. You cannot transfer it to anyone. It's not completed, it's your fault. You have to answer to the top officials. Talking about the origin, it arises from formal position, arises from delegated authority, and it arises from responsibility. So as I told you, this was an interlinked chain. This is what I told you in the starting, that once you get the authority, you will have a responsibility out of it to get the task performed, and after the task has been performed, you have an accountability to the top officials. You have an answerability to the top officials for the performance or non-performance of the task. So these three are all interlinked. It arises from a formal position, that means your superior, then whatever authority you have received is going to provide you some responsibility, and this responsibility is going to provide you some accountability. So these three are all interlinked. Now talking about flow, authority will always flow downwards, responsibility will always flow upwards because you have to answer to your superior, and again accountability will also move towards the upward. So talking about authority, it will be delegated, that means it will flow downwards, but responsibility and accountability both will be flowing upwards. Now this is a quick diagram by which you can understand what responsibility and authority is all about. As soon as we provide an authority to a person, we are ultimately transferring a responsibility that this is your work, you have to get it done. Now how and when it is done and what is the outcome of it, that is the accountability of the employees towards the management, that this work was completed in so and so time, so and so was the reason. If it is not completed, what was the reason, it has to be provided by the employees to the management. So whenever we are talking about responsibility and authority, it flows from the management to the employees, but when we are talking about accountability, it flows from the employees to the management. So this was all about the basic difference between responsibility, authority and accountability. I hope it is clear to you all. Any doubts you can mention down in the comment section below. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day. Again, a reminder, do not forget to subscribe the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Take care. Bye bye.